Hello, beloveds. Blessings to each and every one of you. This is Chakra Wanda, your international angelic spiritual encourager, your metaphorical oracle. I am a yellow spectral human. According to the cosmic ancient Mayan calendar, 13 moon slash month calendar, and 28 days in each calendar period, or calendar month. Today is May the 3rd of 2022. Now, I've already put some information out there, introduction to the awareness of the cosmic galactic Mayan calendar. I am posting this primarily on YouTube, so feel free to look in the description and you will see part 1 and 2 of the intro to help you understand how I even came into this awareness. And I'm sharing as I go along, as I have been compelled to embrace the energies of the awareness of this beautiful system, this ancient system, which is still present, which many thousands, millions are practicing today. I have the blessing to be in the elements, to connect with the water with you this morning. I'm ever so grateful to be able to just have this experience. So let's get on with it. I want to share with you the energy for today. I'm not so much going to, um, if I share the name of the energy for the day, it's not so much about the titles and the names, but just the energy. And so I'm going to share this with you in the most eloquent way that I can and close it up with a theme and some comments, okay? So today, it's called Red Spectral Serpent. There's an affirmation, and I pray that you hear my voice and that you listen to the vibration between every word. I dissolve in order to survive, releasing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power doubled. I am a polar kin. I transport the red galactic spectrum. And so today's energy is all about, let me get to that part. Thank you for your patience. So today's energy, the gift of the cosmic identity for today is to be an agent of awakened vitality, an ambassador of infinite body wisdom, an instrument of sentience, a living expression of primal creativity. So the energy of Red Serpent says you have the capacity to honor yourself as an authentic creature of the earth, to unlock and express your passion and enthusiasm, to listen to the language of your body, beloved, and follow its rhythms, to sense when to trust instinct rather than intellect, to experience the body as a vehicle of the soul, to open your physical vessel to access expanded states of feeling, knowing, and divine connection, to learn to raise your Kundalini life force through all of your body's chakras and become a rainbow feathered serpent, to ground the cosmos in your cells. And then there's one other part to this. So we're going to go back. So, the calendar is based on 13 seals slash glyphs, okay? And 10 tones or time tones, as I have studied and been made aware of. And as I go on, I'll perfect or correct as I go. So, the 1320 calendar is there results in an average. Results in 260 different signatures. So today's information is based on today's signature that I'm sharing with you, and you have the ability to pull up your own signature. I will leave in the description a website that you can go and put in your birth date and time and pull up your signature. So the tone today is 11, spectral. And for me, I am a yellow human with the tone of spectral, so yellow spectral human. And actually, I'm embodying that. There are some symbols, they are bars and dots. So I have my symbol of my signature, 2 bars. Each bar is 5. 5 and 5 is 10, and the circle dot is 11. So I'm embodying the color yellow. Yellow, spectral, human. This has been such a beautiful awareness that the divine brought to my attention, and I am like elated to take this journey, especially during these times right now. You see, we live in a universe where there is a constant broadcast going on, the universal broadcast, the divine communication in the midst of the 3D, in the midst of the broadcast that is going on here on the planet through the news, right? The broadcast of the distortions of thoughts that we have in our mind, the broadcast of connecting with people and things that really don't add value to us, do not add value to our souls. And so it's so important how we align, who we align, what we take in, and what we choose to allow ourselves to just remain in when it comes to our living. So the energy surrounding the tone 11 spectral is this. Tone 11 represents the power of creative dissolution and dissonant structure, the gift of your cosmic identity for the identity for today and the energy. So if someone was born today on May 3rd, baby coming into the planet, this, as I'm speaking, is their energy. If you have been born on May 3rd in any other year, I encourage you to go to the decoder and pull up your information. And if tone 11 is a part of your signature, here you go. The gift of your cosmic identity is to access the power of freedom. Activate your spectral powers by releasing rigid concepts and define or definite notions of what should be. By being willing to explore an entire spectrum of potentiality, by surrendering to the spectral flow of spontaneous detours, seeming disruptions, and what may appear as chaos, by allowing structure to dissolve in order to be liberated into new possibilities, by celebrating the constructive forces of deconstruction, by learning to fluidly shape, shift, by freeing yourself and others from limiting perceptions, by letting go into the vastness of formlessness, and by freeing your soul, releasing into the majesty of your full wingspan, by submitting your personal will to the great mystery as it reveals itself in every moment. There's something else that I want to add to the understanding of the spectral tone 11. This month is the spectral moon month, and the energy of that tone is this month and for the next 28 days. Starting on yesterday was the beginning, May 2nd to the 29th, 28 days. And there is a question theme for each of the 28 days. So for spectral moon, the question theme is this: how do I release and let go? How do I release and let go? For the next 28 days, how do you release and let go? And I would like to say this. I understand that, the how is what the universe, the essence, the God, the Holy Spirit is. That's the job of the universe, is to bring to you the how, is to be the how. For us, it is to be in presence, to recognize when the how is working, is to ask the question, then I say to myself, because this is the actual practice in a study. It says to set aside time each day to practice relaxing the mind into its natural state and allow our thoughts to dissolve with our out breath. Not only does this make us feel more calm and centered, it also creates a peaceful anchor to offset the fast-paced world. Work each day to turn negatives into positives, and our challenge at this time is to remain focused on the world we wish to create. And so each calendar has its question theme. So as I was reading it, the question, how do I release and how do I let go? What comes before that for me is in every area of my life, what do I need to release? What do I need to let go? And as far as the how is concerned, I'm paying attention to divine synchronicities and letting the divine, the Holy Spirit, all that there is, all that there created, all that there is, to provide the how. So I want to move on to more information about the energy for today. So on the calendar day, the galactic calendar days are considered kin, K-I-N. So just like today is May 3rd on the Gregorian calendar, because that's the calendar that the world right now has adopted, but the efforts of the person that whose life was dedicated to bringing the awareness of the galactic calendar. His name is Jose Arguelles. And again, look at the previous or the links below for the intros that I shared to learn more. So for each of the Mayan calendar days, it's called a Kin Day, right? And today's Kin day, I think, is 245. And so I want to share with you. Um, I want to share with you. It says aspects to discover about the energy for today. The snake is the vital force that encourages you to act intuitively in this instant. Follow the intuitions of what your body tells you. May your senses give you the solutions to your problems. What do you instinctively feel about your current problem or challenge? What motivates the choices you make? Listen to your to what your body tells you, beloved. It's your temple of wisdom. Let it integrate all levels of your being. Create a relationship with your body that will free you from the bondage of old patterns. Then, the energy for the day as far as awareness of the wisdom of the shadow. Pay attention. Do you make decisions based on the familiar and what gives you security instead of making them based on your intuition? If you live your life as something boring or walk with the autopilot, you will feel separated from the choices motivated by your true self. You will experience a lack of vitality. Examine your routines and your behaviors. Act with new patterns, which will bring more vitality, spontaneity, and motion to your life. And it goes on and on, but I'll close out with this. It says, when they are asleep, they are depressive and channel their energy through things that no longer serve. There's one more bit of information adding to the value of the energy for today. And I'm just loving, embracing this awareness, meditating in the morning, going through this reading, reading from within myself, remaining in the chambers of my heart so that I can intuit more authentically and more genuinely. So, here we go, beloved. I want to share with you. It says here, one more thing, sorry. So, the energy for today of the red spectral serpent reminds us that our survival is dependent on us dissolving our own egoic driven desires and releasing the soul infused instinct that we cannot win unless we all win. Of course, we must take care of our own selves, making sure our needs are met first, but we cannot do it at the expense of others. The opportunity at hand is to tap into the singular interconnected field of source energy that binds all of life together, recognizing that the life force that powers us individually also powers the rest of existence. From that place of knowing and remembrance, our instinct for survival is not limited to our individual body, but rather the collective body that comprises all of life as we know it. And I want to interject what this means for me. When it says here, our reminds us that our survival is not dependent on us dissolving our own egoic driven desires and releasing the soul infused instinct that we cannot win. Of course, we must take care of ourselves. Let's see. It says, of course, we must take care of ourselves, making sure our needs are met first, but we cannot do it at the expense of others. And some of our needs has the need of connection, of the need of being heard, of the need of having support, loving support around you that gives you permission to express who you are. We have these social media platforms. We have these followings, right? We have addictions to wanting to get on and post. We go along in our lives and we have our different connections and what have you. But sometimes we have to look back and see, you know, are you sitting at that particular banquet too long? Have you actually completed the meal, the process? Is it time now to take in a new dish? Is it time to move out of what seemed to be comfortable and actually put into practice what it is that you say you are, how you are, and who you are? And are we honoring each other authentically in doing so? So again, not at the expense of others. Maybe we need those connections, but is it at the expense of others? I think about that often. I ask the question, what am I doing this for? What are you doing this for? Is it adding value or is it taking away? And so the last bit is a theme that I want to share. It says here, the theme for the energy for the day is instinct, survival, and life force. And the mission for the day, write a list of all the things you want and or need in your life, and whatever they may be, go through the list and consider how you having those items is also a benefit for the collective. If you cannot find an answer, consider removing it from your list. Right? So for me, I think about taking the time to get up and share what I experienced this morning and doing my meditation and devotion and connecting with the water and bringing that complete experience to at least one somebody. I I feel compelled to do that, to have a conversation with one somebody through this that I know will ignite them, that will spark them, and let you know that you are not alone. Yes, that there are others out here that vibe in the awareness of synchronicities, that trust the divine GPS, that understand that there's a universal broadcast system, that there's a solution for all things, and that you are not alone. I will close out with this. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for watching. I thank you for sharing this out, for following if you feel blessed to do so. I will be posting this primarily on my YouTube, but I will be somehow maybe do a snippet or a link to my IG and my Facebook. And I'll put those pages and group into the description. I'm so grateful to have this moment to express and share in this way as I am on this journey. And I don't know if I'll be able to do every day, but I am listening to Spirit on how I should be sharing this information. You all are so beautiful, so loved, and go about your day, set the intention, and be who you came here on the planet to be. Blessings. Bye.